Welcome to the BidBook video series. Today we'll be taking a look at how to use the home page. So let's jump into the app and get started. When you log into Salesforce, you'll land here at the home page. If you're seeing a different home page, go take a look at these little dots. And you may have other applications that are running, and sometimes a new user ends up in sales for the first time, and we need to flip them over to either the GC application, general, specialty for subcons, or for property owners, we have property asset management in BidBook. Okay, so here we are at the specialty homepage, and in specialty we have bids. We have the first panel is the bid triage queue. These are bids that are brand new, just been received. Either they were manually created or they've been received by email directly to Salesforce. If they're directly from email to Salesforce, they will belong to this bid triage queue, and that's so you can finish putting in types and various other information about this bid. And you'll see here, this bid doesn't even have a due date, so we don't know an amount or a due date. All we know is the name so far and who it came from. So they're in triage. Okay, so that's the first panel you want to take a look at. And then you move to the right, take a look at My Task Today. If it's blank, good shape. However, there is a little control here. You can look at My Tasks that are not scheduled for today. You notice this one is red because it's past due. These don't have a date at all, but they're still under My Tasks, so you can see them. A little box, you just click on them and they disappear. They're finished when you click on them. You'll notice there's an overdue selection. You can even see past task, completed in the last 7 days. Now, if you want to interrogate tasks in general, we have a tab for that. We don't expect you to live in this small panel, because with a little view all, you jump straight to the task tab and you can see all the various views and tasks that you may wish to use. In fact, here's the open task for bids and open task for projects. Let's go back to the home page. So we were here at tasks. Right below that we have today's events. So here's your calendar. It's not going to have a control where you jump around, look at different things. It's today's events only listed on this panel. You can see them on your calendar, jump straight to your calendar. Of course, we have some other projects and bids going on, but here's our event that's on our home page. An event is a meeting or something that's going to need to be done with someone else versus a task and a project. Back to the home page. So you can see it's a working page where you can jump in and out to start your work. Once you're doing your work, you probably want to stay in your tab and your record and work from there. Okay, so once you've done your triage on your bids, they move to the open bid where they're being set up. Proposals are being set up, they're being priced, and we're about to follow up on them. Some may become winners at this point. This one's moved to winner, but it isn't closed out yet, so we know we won, but we haven't finished it. Same thing here, you can jump straight to the view. You can jump straight to a record. So this gets you started working on your records. Let's keep going down our home working page that we generally come back to so we can get oriented. After we've worked on our bids, now we have a panel for open projects, or projects that have been bids that have been won. They're now open projects for delivery, so they're being set up for operations, or they're in the process of being delivered at this time. So you can see they're contract and setup or in operations, meaning they're being delivered. Okay. Now that project pipeline, first we have a bid record, which then moves into a project. Right below the projects being set up or delivered, our project pipeline. Remember, we have early leads, estimates, working, submitted, followed up. All of these are the pipeline for our projects. And you'll notice in this panel we have with margin. So we have both cost and amount listed for each of the major categories. Again, a report, you can see here there's a little link in the lower left hand corner of every report panel, and it'll jump you straight to the report so that we can see the information, the detail of the data. So here we actually see the margin for every status, as well as the cost and the amount. And if you expand the detail rows, we can actually see the records and the amounts themselves. Okay, so let's go back to our home page and take a look at, here's our pipeline panel for a quick view of all of our stages and the dollar amount in each of those stages. Okay, now the revenue for this one project often is broken down by month. So we have revenue plans by month that are broken out in this panel. And then we have a little bit of construction industry knowledge links, jump us into National Association, things like that. Records we've visited recently, be they bid or something else, even a report will be listed here. And as we went by, you saw recent items you visited with details, at least the last 3 here, and what status they're in, so you can actually see what's going on and where you've been. So you can easily get back to where you were and pick up your next item after you finish what you're working on. So let's say you step into a project, or in this case a bid, step into a bid, take a look at the description, edit the fields, and when you're done working with this record, you're ready to go back home and take a look at what's next in the queue. What's next that you need to apply your attention to. Okay, and that's how we use the home page. Thank you for watching our BidBook series. Keep an eye out for new videos happening every week.